Hey adventurers, welcome back for another exciting campground review. Today we're checking out Blue Pool Campground, located in the Willamette National Forest here in Oregon. This campground has the perfect option for your weekend or for just your day trip that you're wanting to make. There's a little bit for everyone here, and it's absolutely breathtaking. Everything is so soft and cozy. I just want to start a campfire and get going. But before I get carried away, let me just tell you a little bit about the campsite, okay? Okay, camping here at Blue Pool is only $17 a night. They do have double sites available on a very limited basis. Especially during the warmer months, whenever people are wanting to get in the water more, I would definitely say come early, especially if you need a double site. But what does a single site look like, you ask? Well, there's a variety of different options. So, number one, tent-only sites. If you're a tent camper, you're going to come in on the main road to the right. That means this road right here. But when you get to this first turnoff that looks like it's going to a vault toilet and a trash, there's a little sign here that says tent only. You can then follow this around to a parking lot. Let me show you. See guys, here's the vault toilet and trash. And then over here is a little parking lot just for tent campers. See, we can see the Roadrunner over there. Hi, Roadrunner. Once you have safely parked your car in the correct parking area, you have 2 points of entry. Now you're going to have to carry in everything that you have that you need, so either pack light, pack efficient, or bring a small wagon with good wheels. There's 2 different places that you can enter. One right over here by the porta potties, and another one straight through the parking lot and to this entry point. I'll show you what it looks like from there. So once we enter, the campground splits off, as you can see here and here. I thought this was a fitting time to kind of show you the difference between the sites. Despite these all being single sites, they're all shaped a little bit differently. So site number 5, for example, right here, see how it is? This site is decently sized, as you can see, but it's nothing too big and elaborate. There is a nice grassy pad right by the water over here. There is a spigot which doesn't work anymore, a picnic table, and a standard fire ring. But wait! If you literally walk straight to the next one through the little back door pass here, you come upon this campsite. This is all of your room on this space. The amenities at these campsites are pretty standard. Picnic table, fire ring, water spigot. Except for this time, the water spigot actually works. So I guess that you could share with your neighbor if you were staying here and it was busy. I don't know. The access to the bathroom is very close to the tent camping. Literally right here, this is the other entry point. There is another row down here that takes you to some more hike-in sites, if you can call this a hike-in. If you are wanting a more standard style site, then they have tons of pull-offs and pull-throughs at this campground, and more vault toilets than I have ever seen at a campground. They're strategically placed everywhere, just like right here. At each one, they also have a trash can, something that you don't often find at every campsite. So this is a standard site for pulling in. It's pretty nice. I would say that you could put a decent sized rig in this one. There are some that are longer for the longer RVs. So if you're an RVing friend, if you're a tenter, whatever you are, they have something for you. Now, as you can see on this one, there's a trail that kind of goes behind it, and then you can get to the water using this. Here obviously need to be cleaned off, but they're pretty large, so if you had your whole family here, they're at least 8 feet long. Yeah, pretty big. And then at these sites, I've noticed that the pit is a little bit larger, so you can put more wood underneath it versus the other ones which were lower to the ground. Now, where would I put my tent if I was staying in this site? Let's see. I think I would probably come up here and be in this little small space that's pretty flat and somewhat covered by the trees. Now, of course, if you're tent camping, there are a few things that you need to remember when staying in the forest. Number 1, make sure that you clear your tent site. Number 2, I would definitely bring a tarp to lay down. This is a very moist area and the ground is very spongy. Number 3, make sure you stake down your tent. I will say this though, do you see how the doors on all of the vault toilets are open? That is a no-no. That does not help them to work correctly. Seeing this, and I just realized what it makes me think of. So, look at it guys, just kind of up close. It's weird.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch.
That's totally what this makes me think of. It looks like the Grinch's costume. Now, the next question you might be asking yourself is, okay, so if I can't reserve a spot, where do I pay for it? There is a self-pay kiosk. Yes, a lot of these places have camp hosts that actually check this, so don't try to buck the system and not pay. It's just not worth it. So as you can see, at each kiosk there is a fee required poster, and this is going to tell you how much that it is per site. Then you're going to go down here, and in this box they have these. After you fill this out, you can use the little envelope, put your cash in, and then you're gonna drop it into here. Now, while you're here, it's important to take notice of any kind of things that might be posted. This is where normally, if you're in bear territory, it tells you you're in bear territory. This is when also, if they have issues with little critters, they tell you they have issues with little critters. Last but not least, we like to explore the amenities that might exist at the campground. Things that you can do, things you might be interested in. Are there hiking trails that lead from here? At this one, there is actually a day use facility, so you can come out here and check it out and do all sorts of interesting things. This is ideal for a family who might want to enjoy a day but not necessarily camp, or somebody who is camping and just wants better access to the water. So this has been quite the interesting stop off along our way. I always love a good national forest campground. They give you a lot of options and usually some pretty amazing campsites that are a little bit more remote and absolutely gorgeous. This was no exception. So I hope that today you have enjoyed our next campground review. And if you have, make sure that you hit like on the video, subscribe, ring the bell for future uploads, and tell me about campgrounds in your area. I always love to check out some new ones, so tell me where I should go next.